Hi, I'm Allison Gomez, licensed marriage and family therapist, licensed in California. I'm located in Bakersfield, California. I provide therapy services to the deep feelers and overthinkers. And today I'm here to talk about, or for a tiny little bit, about episode 7 of Amazing Digital Circus, because there was something that I just totally wanted to point out. I was watching Marissa and Ashley's I guess like live watching the premiere, and they were making some comments regarding, oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the episode, totally gonna have some spoilers, so make sure to scroll away and come back later. Okay, and now back. They were talking at the end of the episode about Jax's action of pressing the red button. They were saying, like, you know, it wasn't his right to do that. He doesn't get to make that decision for everyone, and entrapping them there with him maybe forever. And I would, okay, one, right, he doesn't get to have that say in what everybody else gets to do. However, it wasn't from a grounded place. So if you noticed earlier, he was starting to panic. You can see him having like this heavy breathing, but he was still present, but he wasn't as present. And then as they got closer to having to make a decision about the buttons, which one are you gonna press, you see that he starts having these flashbacks, probably indicating some kind of trauma that happened and having like a traumatic response. And when you're in that traumatic response, you can't respond rationally. Like, this is not a grounded experience. This isn't a, oh, let me think of the pros and cons kind of thing, because that requires your prefrontal cortex, and guess what, that's totally useless when you're in the middle of a trauma response, because trauma responses is about what is it that you need to do to get yourself to a physically safe place, and it doesn't care about anything else. Now, you know, evolutionary wise, where this more applies to like getting chased by a lion or a bear or whatever, and obviously we aren't, unless you live in those kind of places. Disregard. Tangent. But we can have those responses to literally anything, including like answering an email or phone call. So it did not look like Jax consciously made that decision, and you can even see him being kind of shocked with himself with his own response after he hit the button. Now, this isn't to justify that Jax was right for doing it or wrong for doing it. I'm just saying that it seems like it came from this trauma response where he wasn't really grounded in whatever it was in that present moment. And there are going to be consequences. So the question is, how are they going to work through this, or are they? But I guess that's for episode 8 for us to find out.